Now, you already know the BET Awards is the most lit carpet of the year, which means we get the chance to have a good little kiki with our celebrity friends. I want to play a game with you, okay? It's called this or that. Sugar in your grits, salt in your grits.
Sugar.
Salt, all the way.
Sugar. But hold on, only salt if you got cheese in it.
You add salt or sugar? It's sugar.
Salt. Only people who like worship Satan put sugar in their grits.
Grits, the quintessential part of any Southern breakfast. We've been cooking grits for generations, and it's earned its place in Southern Black culture. I mean, come on, it was even in the color purple. Get it right, and we'll love you for a lifetime. Get it wrong, and you might as well not show up to the cookout. But what happens when a social media comedian takes it too far and stirs this bubbling pot of a topic? Well, let's find out on this episode of Modern Pantry.
Cook breakfast. Bring them into the kitchen and get you a big old pot of hot grits. And when it start to boil like lava, after he done got good and comfortable, you say, good morning. Throw it right on him.
This is KevOnStage. He's a Christian, father, social media comedian, and recently he threw himself into the hot seat with a couple of his videos about grits.
Song says, I do, on and on and on and on, yeah.
Ever since I said I like sugar and grits, I've just been getting so much hate in my comments. Every time I ask a question, I say something, it's because you like sugar and grits. Just leave me alone. Leave me and my family alone.
I've been eating grits for a long time, and I didn't even realize that people put sugar in their grits. Like, it completely blew my mind. Now, hold up. Before all of you grit purists rejoice, I just gotta let you know, I also don't eat grits with salt either. Boo! Yeah, I've been eating grits my entire life, and for my entire existence, I've only had grits one way, and that's with and a little bit of. So I don't even have a dog in this race, but I'm super curious to really find out because these videos brought the topic of salt versus sugar grits to my attention. So I decided to peruse around the internet's greatest place for breeding hatred, Twitter, to find out what the general consensus of salt versus sugar grits were. Yeah, so it turns out people don't like sugar in their grits. I don't get it, but I'm ready to try this. I'm ready to dive in. Okay, so I totally forgot to explain to our non-Southern viewers exactly what grits are. Here's a quick explanation.
Mr. Foodtastic on Instagram has a great video breakdown on grits and the history of grits. I'll leave a link in the description below. But basically, grits are ground up corn. The end. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's move on to the taste test.
All right, time for the taste test. I'm actually gonna start off first with salt grits. All right, this is salt grits. This is what everyone's recommending that you do. No sugar on the grits, just salt. Let's see what it tastes like. Just tastes like grits and salt. I mean, it's not bad. I usually don't eat grits by themselves. There's usually some other food items to accompany the grits. So it's a little weird eating grits by themselves. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what would I rate these grits? I mean, they're kind of just mid. I'm gonna say 5, like a 5 or a 6. Now this is the sugar grits right here. So I'm gonna get a spoonful of this. Let's see what this is like. It's not bad. Let me get another spoonful. This kind of just reminds me of oatmeal. So if I had to rank sugar, I'm giving sugar a 4. And here's why. It's not bad, but it doesn't really add, to me, it doesn't add anything to the grits except a sugary flavor. And it kind of reminds me of oatmeal. And if I wanted some oatmeal, I would just get a bowl of oatmeal. If I wanted something sweet. I don't get the argument though. Salt grits, sugar grits.
But let's finish up with our final thoughts.
Okay, so we've had salt grits, we've had sugar grits, and honestly, they're both kind of just okay. There wasn't anything that was super amazing about sugar grits, and there actually wasn't anything that was amazing about salt grits either. Salt grits weren't any better than sugar grits, and sugar grits weren't any worse than salt grits. So I think this whole argument is stupid. When you really think about it, preference in food is subjective. Just like art, just like music, just like almost anything. It is subjective. So that means if you like something and you like the way that it tastes, it's completely okay for me to try it and not like it and like something else. And vice versa. Food is not just about keeping the tradition of something. Food is about creativity. Food is about art. Food is about love. It's about the communication of how we feel and sharing and coming together over a common meal. Yes, we should keep traditional recipes, but we should also have a space and have an area for people to experiment, for people to try different things, for people to have different tastes and have different opinions about how they want to eat a food item or how they want to add different ingredients to a food item, regardless of the traditional aspect. So KevOnStage, if you want to put sugar in your grits, put sugar in your grits. If you want to put salt in your grits, put salt in your grits. This whole argument's pretty dumb.